Yeah, I know. I know. I'm supposed to be working on a vlog. I am. It's coming along. But right now, I want to talk about yarn. So as you can see, I finally have my first successful hat, you guys. I figured it out. You'll find out what happened, you know, in the regular vlog. But long story short, I used the wrong hook size again because, you know, I didn't think it would matter. I was just going to add extra rows at the end. It doesn't work that way. So this one turned out perfect. And so I actually ended up using 3 size hooks. I started out using a 6. Then when I started this part here, the brim part, I went down to a 5. And then for the very last 2 rows, I went down to a 4. So it fit a little bit more snug right here. And so I think that was perfect. So now the tricky part is going to be rewriting the pattern to fit my head. This is Cinnamon Stitches hat beret, and I love it so much. And I'm going to show you why on the failed hat. And then we're going to talk about yarn because the yarns are incredible. Of course they are. This, I'm not going to talk about the yarn now. I want to talk about the detail in this hat from Cinnamon Stitches because I love it, because it's made of baubles and cluster stitches and chains. And this is what it looks like. Is that the best pattern you've ever seen? I love it. I'm gonna make so many of these, it's gonna be ridiculous. And I'm gonna try to figure out how to make beanies out of it and slouchies and drawstrings, the whole 9 yards, because I just love all that little detail. And now, let's talk about the yarns, because there is a correlation between, not correlation per se, but 2 of the yarns are remarkably close. And so I bought loops and threads first. I just started learning to crochet back in April of this month. So April, May, June, July. I've been crocheting, what, 3.5 months, something like that. And so when I bought my first little round of yarns, I really had no idea what I was going to make. I didn't know what I was doing, you know? So I was just ordering, you know, pretty colors and tweeds, because I like tweeds and variegateds and those sorts of things, you know, interesting things. And so this is the Loops and Threads Impeccable, and I love it. It is so pretty. It's gorgeous. And it has all of these nice little flecks placed just perfectly throughout the whole skein. And it's so pretty. And it's like when you work it up into something, it's like the yarn goes, ah, I can finally let my personality out because I'm gorgeous and somebody's finally noticing. That's what this does. And it was a nice surprise. Now, when I remade it out of this, I remade this out of the Brava tweed from We Crochet, or Crochet.com it is. And what a surprise it was. This is what that looks like. The tweeding through here that they use, the flex, is the way they put this together. These little fluffy tweedy things, it's so incredible, because what it ends up doing is feeding through your little chains or your little stitches and stuff like that. And so sometimes the the little tweeding that's in here not just gives it that surface texture, that surface look, but it gives it depth within the stitch. That is incredible. It's fun, it's cool, it's everything. And I love interesting fabrics that talk to you. It says, please look at me. Please notice how I've tweeted this for you. Please notice the depth I'm going to give you within your stitches. It's future me. I forgot to show you the wonderful Brava hat up close to see all of the detail. I don't know if it's picking it up, but it just has so many pretty flecks in here. And it's just mostly creams and black and some gray, but it just really complements this Brava tweed. And this was the colorway Wasabi. And the other one was called Gold Tweed from Loops and Threads. Back to the regular programming. And so now let's do some comparisons because this is really comparable. I can't tell which one is the softest. My first guess is the Brava tweed is softer than the Loops and Threads, but it's really close. But I'm gonna put my money on the Brava tweed. Now, the Impeccable tweed by Loops and Threads, I have my laptop pulled up. Look at me, you guys. And the Loops and Threads is a 3-ounce skein. Let me get that. Have you noticed I'm starting to hold my packages right side up? I'm getting better. So this Impeccable Loops and Threads is $4.99 regular price, and it is 3 ounces and 85 grams, 190 yards. Very comparable. The Brava tweed is, oh, and the Loops and Threads is manufactured in India. Now, the Brava tweed is also $4.99 per skein regular price, 3.5 ounce, so it's half an ounce bigger, 100 grams and 218 yards. And so that's kind of the specs on those. And so I love them both. If you have never tried any of the tweeds, I don't recommend things typically, but I'm so impressed with the Brava tweed that I think I'm going to make it like one of my definitely one of my staples, because they have really nice solids too. And I'm thinking about doing a new big project. I'll be talking about that probably within the next two or three vlogs. But I have a really cool project that I want to work on, and I'm thinking about exclusively using the Brava yarns for it. So that's going to be fun. And so, yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that. And so now that I've got this hat down, I'm going to rewrite the recipe for it so that I can just, you know, do it on repeat. And this, I have a feeling, is going to be next. My husband really likes this hat and he wants one. So I'm thinking about doing him a hat in this and then a matching cowl to go with his winter jacket. So thinking about doing that. And did I want to talk about anything else? Not really, you guys. I just wanted to talk about yarn. I mean, I'm really enjoying the vlog and everything like that, and giving snapshots and recording, you know, my day and, you know, what I'm doing and what projects I'm working on. And that's just really valuable information for me. And I hope it's valuable for you guys too. Well, maybe not valuable, but at least fun. You know, come watch me be silly and ridiculous, because that's always going to happen. And let's see. I guess that's all. I just wanted to talk about yarn. And I'm going to talk about yarn in my vlog too, but I wanted to talk just about yarn and nothing else. So hang on. I want to make sure I've got it out of my system, because I'm finding it really hard to work on some of the things I need to work on today, because I can't stop thinking about yarn. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's see. I guess that's it. I was going to do whips too, but I don't want to do whips and you know, and product, I don't want to do whips or project updates. I just want to talk about my hat that fits my head. And I just want to talk about, you know, all of these scrumptious yarns. Anyway, that's all I have to talk about. If you're neurodivergent, I know you are because you're here with me. And if you love yarn, like I do, you're definitely in the right place. So I've got vlogs coming up, people. Subscribe and don't miss anything. Because if you miss anything at all, you're going to miss a lot of fun and a lot of ridiculousness. And, you know, in this state of the world right now, we can't let that happen. So, you know what? I will see you in my next video.